Why you say that? No, this is some good stuff. I like it. So I'm excited to see this atmosphere here this upcoming week. So I've heard a lot of great things, and I'm actually kind of tired of it now. We've been playing it all week, so it's on repeat in our building right now. So it's been fun.
When you watch the film, obviously a lot of breakdowns in the secondary, things like that. What do you have to get better at, from week 1 to week 2 the most?
Just communication and consistency. The stuff that we do at practice on a daily basis needs to show up on game day. We got to coach them better, and we got to go out there and execute the calls as players. So that's the one thing. As cliche as it is, you should see the biggest improvements from week 1 to week 2, and there's no doubt for us this week. We got to, whatever we practice out here, and when we do it correctly, we got to do it on the field.
The big takeaway was Dylan Thieneman. I mean, just your thoughts on his debut, 10 tackles, the interception, maybe the best player on your defense Saturday.
Yeah, Dylan came out and played extremely well. So now that's the standard now. So now he's got to go out there and repeat that performance. So, but he's done that every day. Every day he comes out here, he does everything the right way. He comes out and practices the right way. He tackles the right way. He does his job the right way. He approaches meetings the right way. So it's no surprise to us as coaches after seeing that performance because of all the stuff he does off the field.
What did you see out of Nick Scorton and Kydron Jenkins from the outside linebacker spot?
They did a lot of good things. They're able to get to the quarterback. They're explosive. They're great at the pass rushing. When we do drop them into coverage, we got to make sure they're doing a better job of seeing them breaking. But they are disruptive when they're going. So I think if we have those types of pieces and those types of guys that can get after the quarterback, it makes life a little bit easier on the back end, and then we got to cover them so they can get to the quarterback. So excited with how they started. Now they're going to see a bigger offensive line this week, and they got to go out there and approach it a little bit differently, but have the same results.
You're able to get to the quarterback quite a bit, but only 2 sacks. I feel like you're going to want more than 2 sacks weekly out of this style of defense, right?
Yeah, I think obviously when you get to the quarterback, you want to get them down, and our goal as a defense is to affect the quarterback. So we have to. Pressure or hitting them or sacking them, whatever it is, disguising. That's our job, and we got the guys up front to go affect them physically. And in the back end, we got to do it on the disguise and everything else. But no, we want to obviously get to that kid. You want to get that guy down. So just give us a couple more milliseconds, and we'll get there.
I think I only saw this once, but it looked like Corday, Nick, and KJ were all on the field at the same time. If that was the case, how often do you think you guys would do that? Is that just
Yeah, we have certain packages that put more speed or pass rushers on the field, so I think depending on who the personnel is on the game and the time of the game that it is in, that's when you'll see those guys out there.
What were some of the issues getting off the field on 3rd down?
There was a couple, there was lost contain on the quarterback a couple times. There was just a breakdown in coverage, or there was a guy that they just won a one-on-one ball. So we have to win the competitive battles. You have to keep the guy in the pocket, and we have to be able to just execute the call. I think that's the big thing, and I got to put them in better spots to have that success, and that's what we've been working on quite vigorously this week is how can we get these guys in better opportunities to make plays.
What challenges does Virginia Tech pose? It seems like they tried to run the ball even if they weren't successful a lot last week, but stuck to their guns, and then they got big athletic quarterbacks.
They do. That's a different part of the element that we're adding this week is the quarterback run game. I think we have to be ready for this guy to take off, whether it's a design quarterback run or just a scrambles. I think rush lanes are going to be important, and then also our ability to come up and tackle in space is going to be a big deal. So they do a great job of mixing up their formations and their motions and hiding that stuff. And I think this quarterback from last year to this year, you can see he's growing a lot and has a little more poise and understanding of the playbook. So this is a good offense that we're going to go out and have to execute. They're going to force us to play all areas of the field and go against 11 on 11. So we have to be ready.
What challenges do the wide receivers, Jalen Lane and Ali Jennings, pose for you guys?
Some of them are taller. You got 2 taller guys, and number 83 is kind of that slot guy that we just saw with number 3 this past week. So I feel like we're prepared. We've gone against some height with our offenses with Elijah Cannon and Marshawn Lynch. So I feel like that battle, we'll be okay. So now it's just a matter of trusting our technique, trusting our help, and going out and executing.
The best thing that happened was just getting that first game out of the way, and now that you guys know where the areas of improvement are against an opponent, not just in practice.
Yeah, I think there's always there was a lot of positives that came out of last week, and the things that make you the most frustrated as a player and a coach is going out there and watching the film and seeing I've done this before. I know I can do this, and then it didn't happen. So what do I have to do differently? So I think our guys are hungry after what happened Saturday, and they understand the importance of how you do every little thing is going to affect how you play on Saturday. So how you practice out here is how you're going to play, and I think guys need to practice the right way, and then we'll go out there and do it. So I think that was the biggest positive coming out of that game, was just the anger and hunger that these guys have approached this week with so far.
Obviously, you've been a part of this defense for a little bit now. Is there a transition period when you do get to the games where guys are getting comfortable and just kind of figuring out where they go?
I think so. I think that was the first time that as a staff we've coached together. The first time as a team we've taken the tunnel together. That was with all of the constructions. Really, the second time we've been in that stadium since we've been here. So all that stuff is done. We've experienced it now. Now it's time. All right, let's just go out. It's another game. Let's play the game and just do your job, and we'll be all right.
Anything else to coach?